Hi, I'm JT Shrewsbury,
and welcome to Scursive.
Ooh! Today we're at Germania Park of Cincinnati. It's off Kemper Road, and we're at their big Biergarten festival here, and I think it's called the Big Biergarten Experience 2021. It replaces their Oktoberfest this year, so we're going to check it out. Admission price is $5 per person, parking is $10. There is free parking at the school, I believe. You just ride the bus up, but you still have to pay $5 a person to get in. But we're going to take a tour of this place and let you check it out. Okay, we're at, let's see, they've got a little playground for kids over there. If you turn over here, you can see the rides. All right, first stop is we got to get our beer tickets. I believe they're doing beer tickets. I guess we'll find out. Beer and food, I know that. Let's see what's going on.
My dad had a boat up there.
You can see they got merchandise. We'll just take a walk through. Hello, how are you? What is it this year? Is it cash or card? Credit only? Is that for the entire place? Okay, that's good to know. I didn't know that. Glad I bought my card, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Do you have Dunkel up here?
We do. Hacker short Dunkel.
You know what you're doing.
He's over there pouring the beer now. Now, what brand is this?
That's a Hacker short Dunkel.
Hacker Short Dunkel. All right. Awesome.
It's the second Hacker unit dark. No, not yet. I'm good. Thank you. Sorry.
Third one.
Thanks for asking.
Okay. All right. And it looks like they're $6 a piece. Anyway, folks, there's my Dunkel. It's $12 to fill it up. I say we go get some food. They open at 2, and it must be right at 2. We were like the first ones here, but that's okay. The last German festival I went to, I didn't get to get any of the food. So let's see what kind of food they have. Of course, we're going to get the Limburger sandwiches. We'll get one of those later. This is the menu. Jaeger schnitzel mit, red cabbage and potato salad, schnitzel sandwich, bratwurst, metwurst, curry mit, palms, Germania fries, mega pretzel smothered in beer cheese and bacon. That sounds delicious. All right, more pretzels, cream puffs. Let's see what's over here. There's a beer booth over there. Guess here you're gonna get your chicken dinner with 2 sides, potato salad, coleslaw, beer, corn. You get a whole chicken for 15 bucks. Have chicken for 8 bucks. Beer and corn is $3. So it doesn't look like they're gonna have what I want, so I'm gonna try something new, I think. Folks, it is hot under this tent. I'm just trying to get some food here. And, man, one of this little small tent, it is roasting under here. It is hot. Nah, nope.
You're easy, man.
All right, thank you, sir. All right, I don't know if you guys can see that here, but I just got the brat. So I got my beer right here. And then went ahead and just got a brat. See that or not? And a little disappointed because I was expecting to get some potato pancakes or some sauerkraut balls. That was really, my biggest reason to get here. The last festival I went to, the lines were so long I just didn't do it. So I was like, well, I'll come to this one and I'll get my fix of my German food. Yeah, that didn't happen. So I'm gonna eat this. I might get a schnitzel sandwich later. I'm definitely going to get some Limburger sandwiches to go to take home with me because you always got Limburger and onion sandwiches. You might say, ooh, yuck, nasty, but those things are actually really good. The first time I had it, I was hesitant because up to that point, the only thing I've done with Limburger cheese was fish with it. I've never eaten it before in my life. It's too stinky. But I took one bite of it, and I was hooked from there. And then on that night, I think I bought 3 sandwiches. So I'll probably go up and buy 3 sandwiches later today and take home with me. But here we go. It's a brat. You see that? It's a little warm out here today too. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's not over the top, but it's pretty decent. Okay, folks, we're just going to walk around, check things out. We'll walk over here and see if we can show you the band. They've already started. Again, it's early. It's like 2 o'clock, which is when they open. And there's not a lot of people here yet. But the thing is when the way the economy's been lately, it's going to fill up fast. And pretty soon the line's going to be long. Just because people need to get out of the house. So expect long lines. That's what I'm expecting later on. But we'll see. Maybe, maybe not. right, folks, they have a big giant tent here. You can get under in case it rains. There we go. That's a beer slide game. There you go. There you go. Now, what do you win? T-shirts? You have prizes over there? Okay. Look, so you play that, you can win glasses, T-shirts, all kinds of good stuff. And how much is it to play?
6 slides for $5.
6 slides for $5. And of course, you pay with the card here today. Thank you, sir. We've got an axe throwing course. Of course, it's for safety.
What's up?
There you go. There it is. This must be the party booth.
All day long.
All right, so this is what to fill up? The stein. $12 a stein, or $6 a pint, or what are the other cups?
And this is the first time on tap at a festival in Ohio for this beer.
Okay, so it's Bitburger beer
Fest
or
beer.
Fest beer.
Yes.
Okay,
I also have the regular.
that's an Oktoberfest lager. Ooh,
Yes.
6.2%.
A little bit of octane.
Oh,
Get you going.
yeah. Okay. All right, I'll have to try
That'll
that
work
one.
for you.
As soon as I finish this, I'll come over and try it.
All right, thank
There
you.
you go. I also have an Ondex Hellas, which is specially brewed this year
yeah.
as well.
Okay.
I also
Ooh,
have
look at
that
that.
there, too.
There's more over here. Okay, there's looks like there's a dunkel. All right. Oops, I didn't have this up right. All right, there we go. Okay. So that's lager, a Hell's lager, German Pilsner, and a Hell's lager. Okay. I think I've tried that before. Pretty sure I have.
Yeah, you told
Awesome.
me left and left.
And this is Warsteiner. This is the Warsteiner booth today.
Yes.
I'm not used to this, the small one.
Prost.
Prost.
Oh, wait a minute.
Warsteiner?
Yeah, I'm used to the big giant.
Warsteiner.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Bitburger instead. So, that's big.
That is big, but still, I mean, Warsteiner. So I bought some Warsteiner at Kroger this morning. So after I leave here, I can keep it going a little bit.
There we go.
Thanks, guys.
All right, have a good one.
You too. That's it, folks. So it was no lie. It's a little smaller this year. A lot smaller, actually. They do have these little tents set up to get out of the sun if you need to, and these little tables, as you can see here. So they have the tables. I got to do a slow pan. This, you see, it's, and there's a bit. The Warsteiner Dunkel's a small one, and the rest of this stuff is Bitburger, which I've never tried their October beer, so I'll try that later. We're gonna take a walk over to what I call the Biergarten. I know this place is called Biergarten, the big Biergarten extravaganza, but the actual Biergarten, which is a shaded area that you can sit down, drink your beer, eat your food, smoke a cigar, whatever you need to do. And you also have a beer booth over here, so you don't even really have to leave this area. Let me show you back here. You can kind of see. I don't know if you can get that with the camera or not. It's kind of focused on my head there. See that over there? Kind of see. Little beer garden over there. All right. Yeah, so I'm gonna come over here in the shade and sit down for a little while. Finish my beer before I get another one.
That ain't good. That's just what's going on over there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go over here and get one of those bit beers. And after that one, I'm gonna get the Warsteiner, and then I think I'll be done for the day after that. We're here at the Big Biergarten Extravaganza 2021. This is going to be a little critique. You know, it's spacious. The tent area, I think, is larger. There's more tents than there normally is. Usually it's just the one pavilion. the hardwood pavilion, the permanent building where they have the band, and then the rest are just food booths, gambling booths, drink booths, and the like. Just German oriented. Excuse me. But this year they're not limiting the number of people. Number one, they're not calling it Oktoberfest. This is replacing their Oktoberfest. Instead of one large weekend of Oktoberfest where it's a huge blowout. I mean, it's if I had to guess, I would say it's the largest one in Cincinnati, just because the amount of people that come here, the space of the place, the variety of options. But since the world is the way the world is, they're not doing it again this year, Oktoberfest that is. So instead of one big weekend of Oktoberfest, it's 2 weekends of, what they call the big Biergarten experience. And that's basically what it is. There's beer is plentiful, food is limited. So if you're coming here to get your, I guess, German food kick, this may not do it for you. They do have, again, dinners, German dinners. There is the schnitzel, but there's a few things that I like potato pancakes, sauerkraut balls, that are the things that I really enjoy, and I think they're delicious. So I am definitely going to do my Oktoberfest again this year. I'll videotape it. It'll be bigger than it was last year. Last year, I invited like 12 people. That was it. And once people found out what was going on, it ended up being like 22 people or something like that. 24 people. It doubled in size. I got phone calls like, "Hey, I don't care if I wasn't invited. I'm coming over." Which is fine, It was a test run. It was my first one, so, and it went over really well. So I'm going to do it again this year, and I'm going to have the homemade beer pretzels, which I'll probably do a show on, an episode on sauerkraut balls. Actually, I may not do sauerkraut balls. I won't do it. If Susan makes them, then I'll have her do it. But I have a friend that makes them. They're very good, top notch. So I'm assuming, if that friend comes, that we'll be eating some delicious sauerkraut balls, and those will be the first thing on. I will make potato pancakes, so I'll do probably a show on how to make those. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to this channel and then hit the bell so you get notifications of when I upload new videos. Not all videos are going to be the same. There's going to be some cooking shows. There's going to be things like this. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I'm just going with the flow. I'm getting a new puppy, so I'll probably have a spin-off for him, and probably the other dogs. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but if you're having a good time, if you're interested, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I really appreciate it. So, but yeah, so I'm definitely going to have that. Again, this one is smaller. There's not a lot of booths. There's plenty of places to sit. There's plenty of places to get beer, which is good. So you do get the atmosphere, and it's very enjoyable. Just not the variety of not just food, but desserts and things like that. And they do have those here, and they are German oriented. So they do have a lot. They just don't have everything. And maybe that's the way I should put it. They have a lot. They just don't have everything. So it depends on what you're looking for. If you're not into sauerkraut balls and potato pancakes, you're golden. But they usually have like beer wurst, okay, which I think I don't really mention names, but there's a local butcher that usually makes those. And I think they have an Oktoberwurst too that someone from this club actually used to make. So, and those were very delicious. So those options weren't here either. So again, it's all about what you're into. So if you're not into those things, then you're gonna have a great time. If you are into those things, you might be a little disappointed, but you're still gonna have a great time, and there's still plenty of other options. So, and if that's all you usually get, you're kind of forced to try other things, which could be a good thing. That's how I've learned what I like, by trying something I haven't tried before. They've got a schnitzel sandwich over there that I'm probably going to try before I leave. I've never had it before. It could be delicious. It could be terrible. I don't know. I won't know until I try it. So that'll be later today. But right now I'm going to sit here. I'm going to drink this beer. Okay, and I'm probably going to fire me up a stogie. So I'm going to take a quick break, and see you soon. All right, folks. Got my cigar going. Hey. All right, so I'm getting low on beer. I'm gonna go grab me another beer, take you with me. Then we'll come back here to the beer garden. All right, guys, that's where they're making making rotisserie chickens right there. They usually have this whole area filled with rotisserie chickens, so this is small compared to what it usually is, but it's a very popular item here.
Thank you. That one started out as the Happy Wanderer, and we ended up in that medley with Erica. Once again, we're the Polka Warriors. We'll be back in a few minutes. We're going to get some cold beer. We'll be right back.
Like this, he's back to the party.
I'm back. I'm back.
Hello, party man.
Yes.
We are having such a fantastic time only because you showed up.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I wouldn't be having this much fun if you wasn't here.
Rock on. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
Even
what I'm
though
talking
fans
about.
stopped, I'm still moving.
That's
There
right.
we are.
That's right.
Where are you
I said,
from?
what's that?
Where are you from?
I'm from here.
Are you?
I live in Fairfield.
Oh, I was noticing your Madeira Beach shirt.
Oh yes, we just got back from Madeira Beach.
Oh, how was it?
It was fabulous.
Where is it?
It's just south of Clearwater, north of St. Pete. You know where that is? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like in between John's
I've
Pass.
never heard of Madeira
Yeah,
Beach.
it's John's Pass. So it's clear.
Did you want one of these?
Yes, and with the Oktoberfest lager, I said I was going to come back and try it. So I'm gonna.
All right, we're gonna hook you up.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Help! This man needs beer.
I need
Help.
beer.
First time on tap in Ohio, sir.
Thank you. I'm
Bitburger
excited.
Best beer.
I'm probably just as excited as you guys are.
Send him over to the good tap, though. This is good.
Okay, we're
Oh, is
gonna
it?
send you over this tap.
Okay.
But all right, there you go. I'll bring him up though. I'll bring him up.
Oh, yeah, ring him up.
I'll bring you up, but you get filled up over there.
All right,
We got two
that's
step
fine.
process.
Hey.
Foamy here still.
Yeah, we're still working on some technical issues. So, boom, watch this.
There we go.
What? Man, that was quick. But I like this new system they got here.
Here, you know what? Some people were giving us grief over it, but there's a lot of reasons. When you're a volunteer organization, or
Yeah.
even any organization, if you think about it, trying to prevent people from
Yeah. And if you don't spend all your coins or tickets,
And then, or you got to put them in you got to go to a booth and get tokens.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to do that.
Right, no.
And so some people are kind of upset that a lot of places are going to cashless, and I understand to an extent. But look at that!
Look at that.
Look at that, beautiful.
That is a beautiful beer.
I think that it actually is more efficient for everybody.
I think so.
I really do. And that way you can look in your credit card and see how much
It's
fun
right
you
there.
had.
It's on the email. Right, exactly. That's what the key is.
Enjoy. So
Thank you very
yeah.
much. And thanks for talking to the camera.
Thanks for coming down. We appreciate it. Good to see you.
Yeah.
All righty.
Good stuff, folks. Good stuff. All right, so let me reorganize here. So there's the beer, and then this is the Bitburger beer booth. Bitburger beer booth. First time on tap. Oh my gosh, that's delicious. I got the Oktoberfest lager. The only problem is it's 6.25%, I think is what I'm seeing over there. Oh my gosh, that's strong. But I'll tell you what, it is some delicious beer. I like a good Oktoberfest. There it is. There it is, folks. That is good. Very good. All right, gotta put my shades down. Character. You're not supposed to see me without my shades. Yeah, so far, you know, I'm having a great time. I'm by myself. But, you know what? You don't always need people. If you're always waiting for a partner to go somewhere, you're going to be missing out on a lot of stuff. So sometimes you just got to go do it. Just go do whatever you want. You might find yourself talking to strangers, making friends, which is what I usually do. And you always wind up running into people you know anyway. So, been doing this all my life. I'll go do anything by myself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't stop me. If I want to go do something, I go do it. I did a mud run one time. Couldn't find anybody to go with me. So you know what I did? I went on that mud run by myself. I had a great time. It's pointing at me. I'm the star of this show. Hold on. There we go. There we go. See? It's always fun. All right, we're back at the Biergarten. We're gonna chill. We'll find a shady spot. The sun moved on me, folks. Look at our table. I was sitting right there. There's sun there now. You don't want that. Maybe we should go grab one of these other ones where the sun's not going to hit. I'm going to sit right here. All right, now I don't have to leave this spot for the rest of the night because there's a beer booth right there. There's my beer booth. See how far that is? Wham! It's only 2 picnic tables away. So, I got my beer. Beer here. Got my cigar. We're set. We're set and ready to go. Hope you can hear this. I'm a little further away. But yeah. Susan, you guys are probably wondering where Susan is. Susan had a birthday party for her niece today, so she couldn't come, unfortunately, with us. She wanted to, but she had something else going on, so she couldn't go. You know, kids are important. You gotta, you know, they're only young once, so you gotta do what you gotta do while they're growing. And those girls love their aunt. I mean, she can't miss something like that. I know I used to spoil my nieces and nephews. But, you know, now they have kids of their own. So, I was saying earlier, don't be afraid to go out and do things by yourself. You may not be the only one. Again, even if I'm with someone like Susan, you know, we always have a great time, and we end up making new friends. And it's very, very easy to do. You just have to get over your phobia of being alone. You know, I was a traveling salesman at one point, you know, and I was going into people's houses, you know, every day, 3 times a day, and giving pitches and demonstrations. So you just meet new people every day, and then, you know, along the road, you know, you're going to restaurants and eating alone. And again, it didn't bother me. I always, you know, if I wanted to read something, this was before smartphones, of course. So, you know, I'd grab a newspaper or something and read it. If I had to kill time, I would read a newspaper. But I enjoyed every minute of it. I never felt self-conscious about it. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because people have told me, like, well, I can't go out and eat by myself, or I can't do things like that by myself. And yes, you can. You are the one that stops you from doing stuff like that. You got to get over that. You just got to jump. You got to take the step. You know, just take one step, then take another step, and take another step. Next thing you know, you're out somewhere by yourself. If you've never done it, I encourage you to try it. Pick an event and go do it. Go do it by yourself and just see how it feels. And again, you got to get outside of your box, outside of your comfort zone. And once you do that, it feels natural. You know, when I was a young kid, that was my problem, is that I was so afraid of new things and people, and, you know, shy, very shy. There's things in my life that happened that got me out of that. And I'm grateful for that. These experiences got me out of that shell that I was in, that bubble. And you find that you meet people, you have a good time. I've probably done some things that are probably unsafe. I wouldn't recommend if you're, you know, female. And that is, you know, meet people and then hop in their vehicle and go out partying with perfect strangers. That's probably not advisable. But I've done it, and I've had a great time, and I've had them drop me off at my hotel with no issues. So, I guess use your best judgment. If it feels wrong, don't do it. But again, don't be afraid to come to a festival fair by yourself. If you can go shopping by yourself, you can go a fair or a festival by yourself. It's the same thing. You're going out to see what they have, see the food, see the merchandise, the alcohol, the people, the entertainment. I highly recommend it. You just have to do it. Forget about, there's a song, you know, dance like no one's watching. That's how you should live your life. Don't be worried about what other people think. Just go do it. Have fun. Are you enjoying yourself? Then go do it. And that's what I do. And I'm sorry if I'm talking too low. It's quiet out here. I don't want to be the dickhead in the background yelling at his camera. That's my light. It's all about what you want. You want it bad enough, go do it. Can't find somebody to do it with you, and you really want to do it anyway. I'll tell you what, that mud run that I went on, I brought up earlier, it's an obstacle course. And I didn't know it at the time, but I had fractured my tibia. And it was painful. So I was just trying to run, you know, I could do 5K, you know, and tolerate it. But it was painful. After like 10, 15 minutes, you know, the pain got in there. So I went and did this mud run. And I'm nearing the end of it, so I thought. And my leg is just killing me. It's killing me. And I'm doing all these things that I didn't think I could do, these obstacles. I'm swinging over mud things. I'm climbing ropes. I'm climbing, you know, little cliffs, you know, jumping over things. It was a lot of fun. You know, I'm getting close to the end, you know, and this guy's, you know, monitoring. He's that, you know, watching over the obstacle. You know, one of the helpers, one of the volunteers. He's like, "Okay, folks, you made it to the halfway point." And I laugh. I'm like, "Ha, that's a good one," you know, because I'm thinking like I'm almost at the end. You know, I'm used to 3Ks anyway. He's like, "No, this is the halfway point." I'm just like, I can't run this again, because I was just like just a little bit more, and I'll be done. Just a little bit more, and I'll be done. Just a little bit more. No, I was nowhere near done. You know, I had more mud hills to climb on a rope. I had, those little floaty things on a lake that I had to climb over. I had to climb through tubes, slide down a tube. I had to jump into a yard container full of ice water and swim across it. And I had to crawl on my belly through this mud thing under this rope to the very end. I mean, it was just... So at that point, when he said I was at halfway point, I knew that I was not going to be able to make it running the rest of the way. So I basically walked the rest of the way, you know, and tried to save that pain, and limped ran across the finish line. That's about all I could do. But again, great experience. And what was waiting for me at the end of the line? Fucking beer. Drank me a beer, you know, sit out there, watch other people going through the same thing, laughing, you know, tie your shoes tight, because that first jump into mud, if your shoe is not tight, it's coming off your foot. That's the only advice I can give you if you do a mud run. Tie your shoes tight, because they will come off. And I saw so many people either one-shoed or no shoes running through this thing, because they lost either one shoe or both shoes in that very first mud pit. That could not have been fun. So, again, you only die once, but you get to live every day. Make every day count. I'm gonna go get a Dunkel. You wanna go get a beer?
Sure.
Hold on. There we go.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. You want to get a Pitts beer?
I'm gonna go get a bit beer, Dunkel. All right, folks, we're gonna go get another beer. We're gonna go back to Bitburger beer. What did I say it was? I said Bit beer, didn't I? It's Bitburger.
Oh yeah, you said Bit beer.
It's Bitburger. So they actually gave me an Oktoberfest somewhere else. I paid there. And I want to try their Dunkel this time. .2. I said 6.5. It's 6.2.
Gotcha.
Bitburger Fest beer, which is an Oktoberfest lager.
What's up, my brother?
We're
You're
back.
again?
Back again. I'm going to try the Dunkel this time.
Which one, the Wiesen Dunkel, the Ondex?
The Ondex.
Yeah, did you try the regular Ondex yet?
No.
Oh, do the regular Ondex first.
Okay. All right, let's do that. Is that over here?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So is was it Vol?
It's the Ondex Bull Beer.
Okay, ball beer.
Yep.
Okay. All right, I'll try that one
Here,
first. Then.
come on, mate. All right, since you're going to go to Holstein,
All right.
that's the Ondex
That
wheat
is
beer, wheat Dunkel.
okay.
That's my choice.
Oh, that's good. It's smooth. It's very smooth. Want to try this one?
See, I can't tell you to come over and get this and then say, hey, you know, I mean, you got to be.
Right. Okay, let's fill her up then.
There you go, my brother. There you go. All right.
Try this.
Thanks,
Now,
Mike.
Oh, you're welcome.
appreciate it.
Now, I'll give you a little tidbit on Ondex. I've been there. It's in Bavaria. It's brewed by monks in the monastery, and it's on the Lake Ammersee in Bavaria. It's about 40 minutes south of Munich, I believe, from train. Now, they have two holy relics in the church, because it's like Catholic church that brews the beer, okay?
Right.
They have a crown, they have a thorn for Christ, crown of thorns he was crucified with. They also have a splinter from the cross he was crucified on.
Really?
That's two of the holy relics. So I think that's pretty interesting.
That is very
to mention
interesting.
that goes with the beer that you're drinking. So
Absolutely.
I like to put a little history with stuff like that. So
You are the man, Mike.
appreciate
Thank
it,
you.
my
Thank
brother.
you.
Prost.
Thank you. Thank you.
Prost, yeah,
Prost.
exactly. I'll see you back. You come back soon.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
great. All right.
Thank you.
Just
A little warm out there.
You got the history of beer right here.
We did get the history of beer. Okay, thanks. There it is. And what's this called again? That was a good beer. He let us try the Dunkel and then let us try this one. He recommended this one and then gave us a little history story of it. All right, folks, we're just sitting in line waiting for our turn. We're going to do a Warsteiner Dunkel, which is a traditional Dunkel that I usually get for a festival like this. How you doing? Dunkel. Traditional Dunkel.
Dunkel?
Yes. There it is. Nice ice cold Dunkel. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
We got the Dunkel beer. Try not to spill. Look at this guy. We love the hat. That is awesome. What's your name?
Jeff.
Jeff? My name's Jeff too. Prost. Here we go.
So the powder keg. The powder keg in Branson, Missouri.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, like,
That was the most. It was deceiving. So we saw it launch. I told him, I was like, "This is gonna be an easy one."
yeah. I was like, yeah, I hate roller coasters. He's trying to talk it up to me to get me to go on, right? So he's like, yeah, like it's easy. This is fine. It was literally the worst one. It was worse than anything I've seen.
Oh, it shot. I mean, it shot you off like a cannon. You went over the hill, and when you went over the hill, usually when you get to the bottom of the hill, you get to take your breath. It did like another little. It didn't. It was like another little hill, so it kind of like scooped down, and so you never got your breath. So it was like, oh shit! I knew I fucked up. I was like, oh shit, he's not like this. I looked over, I saw his face because it scared the fuck out of me. I was like, okay, this was bad. I'm sorry. I thought it was gonna be easier.
I was
Once you
terrified.
strap out, it's too late anyway.
It's way too late. And then it went up another hill. I was like, oh shit, here we go again. And the terror in his face was just, oh fuck, you're gonna do this shit again?
No, I don't know. It's just something about. I mean, I've ridden a lot of them. I just don't. So when I'm on them, I'm scared, and it's funny that I'm scared. The worst part is the terror leading up.
Like going up the hill or
Going up
something.
yeah. So
See, going up the hill is my least favorite part.
no, it's
Like,
the
going
terror.
down is fun.
It's deciding to get on one that sucks. But once I'm on it, it's not as bad. But it's the terror of like I know I'm gonna hate this.